Hello and welcome to the most glamorous show of the weekend, Zee Connect. It is always lights, camera, action here on Zee Connect. UAE is enviably the most sought after location for filming, be it films, songs or featurettes, right? We caught up with one such crew in the landscapes of Khorfakkan. So let's go ahead and meet the makers and the cast. Paribhasha, welcome to Zee Connect. I really love your name.
Thank you so much.
How did singing happen for you?
Basically I've got it from my dad majorly and my mom too. My dad plays tabla very well, and he has not done anything professionally in terms of music or singing, but he's played professionally tabla. But he's got a great sense of music. So I would say that I got it from him. Tum jo nahi to zindagi हर पल मुझे ढूंढती कुछ इस तरह मुझ में है तू कि दिल कहे तू मेरा.
Nice. So Paribhasha, this is one of the prettiest places in the UAE and I'm sure you're loving the location, right?
So this place, when I first came to this place, it gave me a sense of that Roman architecture. And amphitheatre. So as an artist, I love the feeling of amphitheatre, and it does complete justice to the concept of amphitheatre. I mean, honestly, I felt like, maybe I should perform here a concert, a play, I don't know, whatever, but I love the place. It's beautifully done. It reminds me of Greece. It reminds me of Roman period. So yeah.
So you're a singer, dancer, actor. Is there anything you've left out you want to explore?
So so basically I am an artist and I love to explore creative side of myself. And these are all interconnected. So we really can't, disconnect one from the other. So it's a form of expression. And I realized over a period of time that I really need to express myself, and acting, theatre, singing, music, dancing, everything is just form of expression. So I'm just trying my hand on it.
Hi Akash, welcome to Zee Connect.
Thank you.
Tell us about this song and the whole shoot.
The song is all about how, so again I am a non-linear director, so these are not simple music videos where वो लड़का दिखा दिया, एक लड़की दिखा दिया, उनका प्यार है, पेन है, और फिर वो बिछड़ गए, फिर मिल गए, not such something like that. So it's a non-linear music video where I am trying to show how people who know that they are made for each other, but they are not understanding they are made for each other. I always love Middle East on the whole. I love the structures here. I love how there is a lot of precision in structures here, which if put on a video gives a lot of insight into magnum opus cinema. I feel I like to shoot something which is magnum opus always.
So Akash, what else is going to come up from your side? What can we look forward to?
I did start an OTT platform also, basically called Filmera, and idea was to promote independent filmmakers and allow them to reach the global audience with this OTT. It's working really well. It's people are appreciating it, and there's a lot of referral marketing which is going on for the OTT platform, and all the countries are welcoming me. The audience from all across the globe are downloading the app and watching it. So I'm quite happy with the response till now.
Hi Vishal, welcome to Zee Connect.
Thank you very much.
So has anybody from your family been in the same field? How did television happen for you?
So I am from a very small town called Batinda, Punjab. I finished my college and schooling, everything from there. I actually always wanted to be an actor, but I didn't know anyone. I didn't know how to do it. And so I finished college and everything. I moved to Delhi. I was working there. And I was going to my work and one of my friends told me that there's some audition going on the road. I said, okay, let's go. I just gave that audition. And with that audition, I got this film called Om Shanti Om, which I don't tell people much, but now it's okay. So I was in Mumbai to shoot that film, and we were shooting that film at Yash Raj. We finished that shoot and I was going back to my hotel, and I was just standing outside a mall, and there was this girl walked up to me saying, that we really like your face and if you want to come and audition for Balaji's show. And I called my mom and my mom went all crazy because she was a huge Balaji fan. So I went for the audition and that's how I got my first show.
So tell us about your experience of shooting for this song.
See, when I heard the song first, I very honestly told him that first time I heard it, I thought it was nice. But the more you listen to it, it grows in you. Then I started reading, when I read the whole song, like the lyrics, because I had to memorize it. So every time I'm listening, and even today when we are shooting it, every time we play, I'm liking it even more. So this song grows in you, and once you listen to it now, you won't even know that you're humming it the next moment. So this is what it has. So it is a beautiful song. I am sure it's going to do really, really well.
Is this your first time in the UAE?
I've been to Dubai some seven years ago for a fashion show. And that was also like a work trip. So I came in the morning, finished the fashion show in the evening and left the next morning. So I didn't get to see anything. So this is the first time actually I'm traveling in UAE.
Take care, Vishal. Thank you so much for talking to us. Enjoy your trip in the UAE.
Thank you.
In continuation of last week's Emirates Festival of Literature, we caught up with a few more authors. Welcome to Zee Connect, Julia.
Thank you very much, Priya.
So, Julia, let's start with your beginnings. You used to read stories to children on Channel 33, which was the only English channel back then.
That's right. That was back in 1975 when I first arrived in Dubai. And I was actually teaching drama. And I was invited to read a bedtime story for 5 minutes every night from a big peacock chair.
Yeah.
And I also did a listen if you dare kind of late night storytelling as well for adults, spooky ones.
Okay. So where did your journey of writing begin? So let's talk about your books.
Well, I think that probably my journey of writing was largely due to reading so many stories on the radio and television. I wrote some reviews and then I started writing articles. And then I was invited to write Let's Visit the United Arab Emirates in a series for Macmillan's. Which got me into doing research.
Okay. So here at the Emirates Literature Festival, you're here with your book, Where is Everyone?
Yes.
What is that all about?
Where is Everyone is set in the pandemic times. It's during lockdown when we were all safe inside. And I read in the newspapers and saw lots of video clips of animals exploring cities around the world. And that got me thinking and wondering, I wonder what the animals here would have done. So I decided to take a group of camels who come into town, and along the way they're joined by lots of other puzzled desert creatures, and they come into the city to see where the humans are. That was the premise.
Very interesting. So tell us about your upcoming books.
Well, I've just finished writing The Pearl Diver's Son. That's only just recently been produced, just in time for the festival. I launched it here last week. So I've got another story coming up about a little girl to do with pearl diving, but for younger children.
Okay, super. Well, great. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Julia. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on the program.
Hi, Houriya. Welcome to Zee Connect. Houriya, tell me, what did you want as a teenager?
Freedom. And just I was looking for freedom. Freedom means for me it's being happy. You can be able to do whatever you want, and you can get whatever you want if you really want it. So just look for what you want.
How was your passion received by your family, your parents?
I think I just changed my family mentality. I just built their thinking way. Since I was young, I just think I just give them the guideline for the thinking. They've been really knew that I was gonna be an athlete. But what kind of athlete? I never knew that I'm gonna be a football player. My family been supporting me. Everyone was supporting me because I was a kid.
And why football? Do you play any other sport as well?
Yeah, I played many sports and on a good level as well. There is a moment that I changed my sport because when I reached 14, 15, I wanted to play in the club. So it's not, there is no time, there is no opportunity to play anymore with other boys because I've been playing with boys, but still my brother was busy with his friends. So I have no partner as well. So I played volleyball for a club for 4 years, and I've been a national team player as well. And it was a good game for me. And I think it's a second game. I was very good in playing volleyball, and still I do for fun.
What is your message to young upcoming players?
As I mentioned, one of the biggest role I have to advise everyone and to share the story of being a successful champion woman by following your passion. This is the only message. It wasn't about me, myself, because I represent all women in a region, so it's about the region.
Very inspiring, Houriya. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Time for a quick short break, but we are back with lots more right after. Welcome back, and let's move to something to gratify your palate with Tasneem on Swat Se Swagat.
स्वाद से स्वागत में फिर एक बार स्वागत है आप सबका. Welcome to our outdoor kitchen today, and I am so excited because one, I obviously love cooking, but two, I love cooking in the open, in nature. And that's why if you see all of my ingredients today are also straight out of nature. Nothing processed, nothing artificial, because this is how we're gonna start with cooking outdoors, always. So let's start. Today, I have a recipe for you that is super useful if you have friends like mine who decide to just call you and say that they're coming for breakfast of all the meals. And of course, you don't have too much time in the morning to get up and make a whole course. And this is something that is super quick. So this is one of those really healthy, really filling breakfast meals that you just chuck everything into the blender and then you garnish, and that's it. And you can make this for one person, you can make it for 100 people. It's gonna take exactly the same amount of time. So we're gonna open our blender here. And to that, I will add my frozen banana. Make sure it's frozen. If you like that really creamy, nice yogurty texture. If you like it to be thinner, then you can definitely just use a fresh banana, but trust me, frozen banana does the job. Let's give it a nice little slit. In goes the banana. I absolutely love how this really boosts that texture. Avocado. We're just gonna slice it across and twist. Ta-da! All right, so we're just gonna scoop this out. You can use a spoon, I have a spatula. We're just gonna scoop this out and put this straight into our blender. Now, the good thing about having avocados early in the morning is that they actually are full of healthy fats, and that's really gonna help to fill you up. Avoid you from eating any sort of junk out of food hours. So here I have my full avocado in, and that's it. So just to get a little bit of movement, I'm gonna add very little milk, very little, and you'll see why at the time of assembly. So that is literally about it. Keep adding it slowly and pop on. Smash it down a little and let's blend it. All right, this is nice and blended. And the reason I had asked you to put very little milk is because this is the consistency and the texture that we were looking for. Because we're not making a smoothie here today, we are making a smoothie bowl, and there is a difference. I take my spatula. I don't want to waste any of this goodness. It does not deserve to be wasted at all. Now, if you ask, it's not sweet. Yes, you could add sweetener. Go for honey, because I feel honey tastes really good with avocados and bananas. You could also go with agave, stevia, but please, I mean, everything is so healthy, don't add sugar. Now that we have our bowl nice and topped up, just gonna give it a cute little design on the top, because you eat with your eyes before you eat with your mouth. We are going into the garnishing and put it on top. I'm actually gonna give them cute little shapes. All right, I'm just gonna slice the kiwi up into nice big chunks. Star or flower? Let's make one star and one flower. There we go. How cute is that? If you tell me your kids are not going to eat fruits after it looks this cute, I really don't know what it's going to take. I'm going to cut our flower out. And now we're going to go into garnishing. Now we're going to start with berries. I'm going to line up a nice few blackberries around the corner. Next, raspberries, because color as well as nutrition, perfect combination. And then a few grapes. I absolutely love how the grapes sort of explode in your mouth. They just burst with that juice. And a nice handful of blueberries. There we go. And finally, some more color, a strawberry. Just gonna chop the head off and into half. And there we go. Now, if you notice, there's a little space missing, and that is for our chia seeds. And yes, we're gonna load up on the chia seeds early in the morning because you can't get enough protein out of these. Nice helping. And some coconut flakes in the corner. Adds color, adds freshness, adds texture. And finally, the star of our dish, our kiwi stars. There we go. And of course, we're gonna add that little flower in as well. There we go. How delicious does this look? It's wholesome, it's filling, it will keep you nice and full for at least 3 hours. Delicious, wholesome breakfast. I'm gonna go dig into this while you guys give this a try, and I will see you next time.
For our very delicious breakfast smoothie bowl, we will start with adding 1 frozen banana to the blender and 1 whole avocado. To that, I will add a splash of milk just to get things moving and blending. Once that is prepared, I will take that out in a bowl and top it up with my favorite toppings. I will start with some blackberries, next some raspberries, color as well as nutrition, some grapes, and then a nice handful of blueberries, some more color, strawberries, and a whole lot of chia seeds. Why not add some coconut flakes as well? And finally, the star of our dish, the kiwi stars. Enjoy this delicious, wholesome breakfast.
That was a very, very interesting, healthy and delicious breakfast idea. Thank you, Tasneem. It's time for another break, but we are back with lots more on the other side. Welcome back. Dubai's Road and Transport Authority, the RTA, has started an extensive campaign to administer the COVID-19 vaccination to all its employees, including the taxi and bus drivers and metro and tram staff, as well as their families. The vaccination will be given to all those employees who have shown and confirmed their willingness to receive it. So we are at the vaccination drive organized by the RTA, and this has been running in phases. Let's take you to find out more about it. Nada, let's begin by talking about the wonderful initiative by the RTA to protect the residents of the UAE.
So thank you for this opportunity to express the efforts of the leadership to combat the pandemic in UAE and in Dubai. So since the starting of the pandemic, RTA implemented a strict measure for social distancing, cleaning and sanitization across all transport facilities to protect not just the employee but also the public who's using the transportation. And this resulted into achieving the highest level of safety and risk management, where RTA achieved the level 5 of maturity and risk management, infection risk management, which was acknowledged by DNV as international organized. As a continuity of these efforts, RTA started a new initiative, which is vaccinating its staff, not just the direct hired staff, but also the transportation sector staff, which covers the taxi drivers, the workers in the transportation sector, etc.
So Nada, right now, how is the situation according to you different compared to almost last year ago when the whole city was in a severe lockdown?
So I think comparing to last year, the situation is much better. The transportation sector and the operations are always under control. The different operators, either vehicle drivers or different mode of transport operators, are more confident now to handle the situation. They are more capable of dealing and working under the social distancing requirement, and they are more able to deal with the different scenarios and situations. So I think the situation is much better than last year. In addition to that, we implemented some extra measures. For example, we are inserting additional trains during the peak hours to match the demand, the increased demand during the peak hours. We also deployed 180 staff members, additional staff members, to manage the crowd and assure that they are socially distant during this peak hours, and assured to get to their final destination using Dubai Metro and the other modes of transport.
Our guest today on Spotlight is a rising star, a young, versatile sitar exponent who started performing from the age of 6. His performance at Pandit Birju Maharajji's birthday celebration left the crowd astounded. Considered one of the finest sitar players on the Indian music scene, his unique and soulful style of playing has been receiving accolades from audiences and peers. Presenting the prodigy, Mehtab Ali Niazi.
Hello everyone, this is Mehtab Ali Niazi. I am an Indian classical sitar player. I belong to this very great lineage of musicians called Bhindi Bazar Gharana. I am the 6th generation representative of this Gharana, and I am the 2nd sitar player, you can say, in this Gharana. Today I'm gonna play a bit of Rag Yaman for all of you, and I shall sing a bit of Aaj Ibadat, which happens to be in the same raga, and I hope you all will enjoy it. Thanks. आज इबादत आज इबादत रूबरू हो गई जो मांगी थी जो मांगी थी उस दुआ से गुफ्तगू हो गई मेरे मौला मेरे मौला मेरे मौला मेरे मौला तेरा शुक्रिया दर्द के अंधेरों से आ गए उजालों में
से आ गए उजालों में इश्क के चरागों का नूर है ख्यालों में नजरों से तेरी चाक दिल पे रफ़ू हो गई दिल पे रफ़ू हो गई मेरे मौला
Well, I hope we made it interesting for you this episode with a mixture of food, music, films and books and much more. Well, we'll be back next week with lots more, so stay tuned to Zee Connect. Stay safe, stay healthy and keep writing to us on our social media handles. Until next week, this is me, Priya, signing off.